Hey guys, it's Bailey. Welcome back to the channel and thanks so much for tuning in to what's going to be a review of a weird little new product that I recently came across. It is from the brand Kiko Milano and it is their Fall 2.0 Magnetic Eyeshadow. This really doesn't do it justice. That's how weird it is. The premise behind this is that it's a loose pigment that's held in place by a magnet. I'm assuming at the bottom of this glass jar. I'm not really sure. I applied to try it through Octoly because I was so intrigued. If you're not familiar with Octoly, I'll put a link and more information down in the description box below. But they sent it to me for free, and so I wanted to try it out to get to the bottom of what exactly a loose powder pressed with a magnet actually is. This retails for 16 bucks. You get 0.7 grams of product in here, and there are 6 shades in the collection. I have shade number 4, or Purple Mind, which when I first saw this in the pan, this struck me as more of a maroon, but now that I actually have it on my eyes, it's a pretty clear purple. So definitely has some dimension to it and some shift to it that I think you could, bring out some closer to the purple tone, some closer to the crimson or maroon tones in there, depending on how you layer it and how you use it. The rest of the shades in this collection are, as you might imagine, in a fall collection because it's from the Fall 2.0 collection. It's beautiful shades like taupe, grays, rich copper. There's a really pretty deep blue in there, but they're all those like smoky kind of metallic and kind of just like toned down colors for fall. Amazing. So like I said before, the gist behind this is that it is a loose powder packed into a magnetized pan so that when you dump it upside down, nothing comes out, like the product isn't disturbed, and yet when you go to use it on your eye, you get this super saturated, it performs like a loose powder, and even when you pick it up on your brush, you can tell it's definitely not it's not firmly packed at all. It acts like a pigment both in the way it goes on your brush and the way it applies on your eye. I'm not wearing eye primer today, and I think you'll be able to see when I go in and apply this to my eyes, it's insanely pigmented. When I went to apply this, I tapped my brush in there, and that pretty much got me the eye look you see. I had to re-dip to kind of clean up the corners and like buff and all that kind of stuff, but for the most part, this stuff is incredibly pigmented, and yet you don't have to worry about the loose powder risks where if you tip it over, your pigment's everywhere, or if there's a sifter in there and you travel with it, or again, you tip it over and all the product's trapped in the top of the sifter. I don't know why more people don't do this, because this is the best way to have a pigment, because you get all the payoff and the versatility of a pigment, but none of the mess. Anywho, I highly recommend it. I don't want to use a pigment any other way, and so if you are interested in these, or you haven't heard of these, but now your interest has piqued, I highly recommend you check them out. Yes, they are a little pricey for 16 bucks a piece, but as I'm on the Kiko Milano website right now to make sure I have all my facts straight, it looks like they're having a sale. Depending on how much you order, it's like 20% off if you order like $50 or more, and then 30% off against possibly above that $50 threshold. I'm not exactly sure, but it ends today, like on the day that I'm posting this. And I'm also not sure if that is exclusive to the US or if that's a global sale that's happening, but just keep your eyes peeled. I know if you sign up for a newsletter, you also get either 15 or 20% off there. So if you are interested in these, I know they're a little pricey, but there are still ways to save. So let me know what you think of these guys in the comments below. If you've seen them, heard of them, tried them, let me know all that. Give me the scoop in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.